I'm now leaving the Stratton Van Tills parking lot. Big, nice store. See the Strax there. Like I said, I thought this would be a different kind of video instead of just driving around with the dash cam. It'd be a little bit more personal. We can kind of look and talk about things, you know, and this and that. And if you don't want to hear me talk, then, you know, turn the volume off and put on some jams. Like I said, I've had quite a few people ask me to do some more driving videos. They really enjoyed them, so that's what we're gonna do. Here we go. This is Maryville High School right here, and we are going north on Broadway. So I can move this around. I don't like dash cams. They're all right, but it's not like taking a ride. So I can kind of move around and show you things and talk about it. A lot of these buildings up here are still being maintained. They've stayed maintained, and there's open businesses in them. And we're going to be coming up south on Broadway once I get downtown, but I want to concentrate on this side of the street for this video. But there will be another video that I will tape today, so maybe I'll release them back to back. I don't know. If you enjoy the driving videos, let me know. Yeah, you know, take suggestions. I'm not gonna say I can get to them all, but you know, I do listen, I do read the comments, and I will eventually answer each and every single one. All right. Yeah, so far, buildings are all right. It's not that bad, you know. Not that bad at all. Now we're on 55th Avenue. And we'll get that on the other video. But yeah, that right there is got a little history to it. It's a pretty new Family Dollar. And there's always garbage everywhere around that store. I kid you not, it is so much garbage just around that one store. It's not a good sign. And we're now passing 53rd. A couple of places down here, the old Red Dragon, the American Legion, we did videos on those. Those are coming up right here where it's nothing now. They've demolished it and the sites are gone. They used to be right here. That used to be one building, and I see this restaurant's closed now too. That's a shame. Used to be one building there, and it was American Legion and Red Dragon. It's a nice day today. It's been a mess for like a week out here. As you see, all the snow's been plowed, the sun's out. So it makes the streets nice to drive on. They're terrible. Alright, we're coming up on an old stomping ground block of mine. I used to hang around this area a lot. 49th Avenue. Lew Wallace is right down there. That building's been there for a while. I don't know what they did with it. What it used to be, but the Centaur Bank is new. Well, kind of new. It's been there for a little while, maybe like 3-4 years if I'm gonna guess at it. But yeah, this is what they're kind of doing with these old buildings. They're tearing them down. And it's rough watching them just sit there. I mean, because these buildings are bad. There's nothing, the whole inside of them are rotted out and it's pretty crazy. Kids don't need to see that. Neither do the people of Gary. It's not their fault that the buildings are like that. It's some stuff that's been sitting there for 30 years, you know. Tear it down, be done. Here comes the Lincoln's Carryout. Did a video on that, a couple of them. Gosh, it's a trip, isn't it? Look at it. It looks so eerie. Here's a little string of buildings here. This check cashing place, that sign is about to fall off, and the front door of it was busted open to see if it's still open. Yeah, it's still open. You just walk right in it. The first Burger King of Gary in Glen Park, I should say. It's right there. Yeah, did a video on that. Did a video on all these places pretty much. Got a video on that. If you type in Burger King, Glen Park, you'll see it come up. Pretty wild. But I remember going there as in high school, Lew Wallace. Yeah, between 80 and 84. Been up there quite a few times. You can get to Lew Wallace right back that way, straight that way. Here's a couple other buildings, closed. That one's open. Coney King is still standing strong. I've had quite a few people ask me about Coney King, and there it is. They're still doing business. Don't look like they're open today, but they're still doing business, which is good to see. The old liquor store, man, I've been to that quite a few times in my life. Had some friends live back there in that neighborhood. We used to always go to that liquor store, and they would sell us, no matter who you were. Right over here, now we're on 45th, which you went straight back there, you go right to Lew Wallace. I'm sorry, I'm missing these buildings here. A lot of these ones are in rough shape. They're getting in rougher shape as we go down the street now. I remember going in this one right here and skating inside of there. You can see they got that all closed up now. These buildings still got business going. Beggar's Pizza. Big shout out to you business owners out there holding it down. Broadway Barbecue and Gyros. Okay. That car lot has been there since my first memory. Hill Funeral Home. We'll get to that one on next video. You got to watch the next video. I'm just trying to relax and kind of talk a little bit, do a little different content. Since I have so many videos out there, I have so many people that ask me a lot of things, and I'm just trying to loosen up a little bit more. I'm going to loosen up and, just kind of stick with the basics. Look, there's a dog walking down the street in that coat. Look. Poor guy. The old Doodash market, all these are closed. I remember this gas station right here. My cousin actually married the guy that used to own that. That's all closed up. This building recently has been closed. They were doing some kind of stuff out of there for a little while, but it looks like it's closed now. Ace Cleaners. Here's another childhood memory of mine. I'm sure a lot of you remember. The Glen Park Library. I seen the corner over there had some bricks starting to bust out, or so it looks like somebody hit it. Here's the sad part of Broadway. This part right here, all these businesses are closed. I did videos on this. Kind of pinpoint where we're at. There's the Hunter's Lounge. If you're from the area, you'll know that place. All these buildings are done. Look. They're all toasted. Every one of them. The entire block done. Except for, of course, the liquor store. Now here, growing up, I had Ryan Old Ridge Road there. Right there at that check cashing place, there used to be a big apartment building there. If I remember right. Because I know there was one on the next block down too. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But anyway, yeah, this is another, it's kind of sad over this way. Down here, those big houses that set up on the hill, we did videos of those. They're pretty wasted too. They're all, I don't know, maybe 12 of them. Maybe 5 of them are lived in. So here we go. Old Glen Park Bakery and all that stuff used to be right here. Right there used to be an apartment building that my buddies lived in. Michael Weber and his brother, and we used to go over there and hang out. And it was a huge building, and we used to go hang out in the basement of it. They had a lot of storage stuff from businesses over there. We would go down there and explore. Who would have thought I'd still be doing it at 57 years old? Yo, car lot. It's Nephew's Steak and Hoagie now. You're approaching 35th Avenue, which is where I grew up at. 35th in Connecticut. Big shout out to all my Glen Park neighbors out there. Big shout to everybody in Gary, actually. But here's a brand new building that the Indiana University built. This used to be a bar there, and there was a street with a bunch of burned down houses. They tore it all down, and this is what they did with it. That's how you improve a piece of property there. It's a huge building, too. Sorry, I don't want to babble too much. Third, Gilroy Stadium and all that's back there, and Gleason Park, the old boxing club, it's all back there. And we're approaching the highway. Well, as soon as you go over the I-Pass on 8094, we'll be on 25th Avenue, and that's the block that's most known for, you know, not only is it the first block going over the bridge when you go downtown, but it's where the Jacksons grew up down the street. If you go west on 25th, you'll run down the street there, and that's where Roosevelt School and all that's at. All right, we're approaching the highway. Detroit. Just think Joe Jackson and the boys packed up and made that run. So, come on, boys, we're going to Detroit. Motown Records is waiting for us. Jacksons. What a magical story that it all is. Magic and tragic. But you know what? They end up being global stars. They still are, and nobody ever take away that legacy. Chi-Town exit. And this is what a lot of people consider Midtown, but it's all downtown once you go over 25th. I'm sorry, I was born and raised in the area, and this is all downtown all the way to 5th Avenue, in my book. I'm not saying I'm technically right, but you hear people refer to this as Midtown. Now, if you make a left turn right here, go that way, you'll go right past Roosevelt School. And the Jacksons' house is down there too. As you can see, this part of Broadway is, they just tore down this. There used to be a pool hall there, and it caught fire about a week ago. The Buzz Box, Chicago style Polishes and burgers. That's new. Old building we explored. Now you actually have a bunch of hearses in there. That's a church. Active gas station still. Laundromat. There's so much to see in Gary. It's like going through a book and just looking and just it's fascinating to see all the stuff. There's the Ho Hotel. That's where all the seedy ones stay. Let's say that. Dr. Feelgood office we just passed. I'm not gonna try to describe every one of these places, but if you haven't already turned the volume down yet, sorry, I'm trying. Just trying to make content and talk. I'm warming up to you guys. Alright, there's the old chop shop we did. See it right there with the pink shutters. Yeah, they burned that down. There's a bunch of abandoned kit cars inside there. These old buildings here. We've seen a black cat jump out the top window on that one right there. Scared the shit out of me in the secret. More bandos. This is the library we're coming up on, and for some reason it's just closed. It's a beautiful building. I did a video on it. I wasn't happy with it, so I'm gonna reshoot that this summer, but that right there is abandoned. And it's beautiful inside. It's a shame. You can see this is a side of Broadway that's been pretty blown out, but we're sticking with the side right here for now. I'm gonna do another video and I'll go up and down the street this way. There's Jack's Pawn Shop. Landmark, been there forever. No Central Paint. I'm trying to drive and do this at the same time, so bear with me. 19th Avenue. Brand new Dollar General they built right here. This used to be where the police station was. These people are kind of holding some businesses together right here, which is good. The old Post Tribune building. There's the old Gary impound lot. You can see where they tore it down. I did a video on that. Hopefully you check that out. There's so much to see. There's the old Post Tribune building. That's a good Explorer. They got that on lockdown now. Old car wash back there. Did videos on all these places. Used to be a bridge right here, as you can see. Took that all down. There's the Savemore's been here since I was a kid. The old NIPSCO building right there. There's one that I haven't gotten inside, and I know it's still open to maintain, but I would love just to get a tour of it. Doesn't have to be abandoned to enjoy it. I'd love to see the inside of that. All this is connected to Gordon & Sons. This is these pictures that you see on the postcards. There's the Palace Theater. It's all gone. It's all shuttered out. I mean, it's just totally wasted. They are building some new condos down here, though. Where the Memorial Auditorium used to be. Look at this. Broadway Shopping Mall. There's the new condos. That is where the Memorial Auditorium stood. They tore it down and they're building those. As you can see, they tore all this out. Look at that. There's the old church. There's one of the first Boys and Girls Clubs. I'm not gonna say the first one, it was like the second one. And right here is where the Michael Jackson mural was. And it was an old bank building. They tore that down. Of course, you know what I'm gonna say. If you want to see it, go check out the video. I did a video on that too. Alright. They put some, I don't know what that is over there. We can't figure that one out. They did a little something to the park. That whole building right there, that whole building is shuttered now. It really is. It's just nothing in it. It's a shame. We're on 5th Avenue. Used to be a radio station down there where that green awning is. And that building behind it was huge. I'm gonna drive by it, and City Hall is right next to it. That, I cannot believe that that building is not being utilized. You can see the windows up there. If you look close, you see the windows are open, and you know, it's just a huge building. You see what I mean? Okay, we're gonna go here by City Hall. There it is. It's all empty. And there's City Hall. And that's gonna be a wrap for that video. I hope you enjoyed the drive with me. It was nice having you along. Next time, bring me a cup of coffee and, you know, we'll be good. See you next round, and watch for the video of me driving south of Broadway and doing that side of the street. Thank you from Steel City Storm. We'll see you next video. I hope you enjoyed the drive. Stay warm. It's cold out.